Wow. It is no joke. I cannot believe that I am addressing all of you on this amazing day. An amazing day when we celebrate your hard work, your sacrifices, and the beginning of a new era in your life. I am thrilled to be with the 2019 UC Santa Barbara class. I did not feel that. Let me hear it again. Let me hear your noise. A 2019 UC Santa Barbara class. I am sure that you are all excited and anxious to receive your diplomas, and that you will most likely not remember a word that I say. So no worries, I promise to keep it short. But I am a preacher, so bear with me. I will do my best to get to the point so we can hurry along with the celebration. About a month ago, Robert F. Smith raised the bar for all commencement speakers. He promised to pay off the student loans of all of the Morehouse 2019 graduates. Again, I repeat, I am a preacher, not a billionaire. Sorry, can't make you that promise. I can, however, promise to leave you with some words of wisdom that I hope and pray will inspire, challenge, and move you to action as you leave behind your college years and enter into the workforce. First, however, I want to thank Dean Hale for the invitation to be your commencement speaker. Not in a million years would I have imagined this ever being a possibility. So this is the first insight I impart with you this day. The plans you make rarely come out right. So go with the flow. Enjoy the ride. Because life has a way of surprising you in the most amazing ways. The first time I stepped into UC Santa Barbara was for one of those high school field trips that are supposed to encourage you to pursue higher education. And this place inspired me. I instantly fell in love with the campus and the palpable energy from the students rushing from one class to the other. I even promised myself that I would learn to ride a bike, since apparently that's the only way to get around here. I went home that night and I researched all I could about this school. And the more that I found out, the more I loved it. My heart broke when I realized that as an undocumented student, I could not afford to attend UC Santa Barbara. I remember being crushed. This was before DACA, and even before AB 540, which would allow undocumented students to pay in-state tuition. So my plan to walk across the stage to receive my diploma did not pan out. And I was angry and hurt. But my inability to go to a university after high school due to my legal status pushed me to community college, where, I know, right? Yes. It was at Pasadena City College where I met a group of undocumented students who would be my first mentors in fighting for the DREAM Act and a sensible immigration reform. They became my teachers in the field of effecting change for the betterment of my immigrant brothers and sisters. Years later, that fight for the DREAM Act and immigration reform continues. But life has brought me full circle, and I find myself in this stage, congratulating the graduating class. I may not be receiving a diploma, but I get to be present as you receive yours. I get to witness and impart words of knowledge to a class filled with students from all nationalities and legal statuses. I never did learn to ride a bike, but I did learn that just because things don't work out the way you had hoped, it doesn't mean that you have failed or that you are a failure. It simply means that there will be other opportunities and other paths for you and for your dreams. So here comes insight number 2. There will be many, 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 many obstacles along the way. Hold tight to your dreams. My biggest obstacle has always been my legal status in this country. It kept me from attending a university, and it almost kept me from being an ordained priest in the Episcopal Church. Even now, as a DACA recipient, it keeps me from fully living unafraid of deportation. This obstacle will most likely be part of my life for a long time. This obstacle does not defeat me. This obstacle also doesn't define me. There were many times I could have given up on my dream of being an ordained priest, given up on my call to serve others. And as I advocate for a just system for immigrants and oppressed communities, there are days when I want to give up, for I think this country will always reject me and others like me. And when those days push me to the limit, I remind myself that I come from a long line of warriors. I am the daughter of Manuel and Catalina, the original dreamers who dreamed a better life for their daughter. My parents know no limits, they know no defeat. So unjust systems will not break me, they will not break us, they will not break any of you. So on the days you feel that your dreams are slipping from your fingers, when you feel that the world is against you and you've taken one too many blows, remember where you come from. Remember those who have loved you at your worst and encouraged you. Remember those who sacrificed for you and supported you along the way. Remember the ancestors who could have given up so many times and yet never did. Remember those who have fought to get you to this point. Pay no attention to the naysayers, to those that will doubt you. Be confident, not arrogant. Stay humble. Remember your roots. Remember those who sacrificed so much so today you could walk across this stage. Honor those who paved the way so you could succeed. And remember that you cannot give up on your dreams, for one day, if you are not already, you will be that person who will encourage and inspire others to fight for their dreams. So insight number 3, I'm almost done, don't worry. Believe in something bigger than yourself. You will encounter people who will doubt you. They will doubt you in your field of study, doubt you as an individual. But just like those who will write you off, there will be others who will lift you up and have every confidence in your ability and in your person. When this happens to you, when you encounter those who will dismiss you either for your age, your sexual orientation, your gender, your economic status, your knowledge, or just for simply being you, rise above it. Surround yourself with people who recognize and embrace the amazing qualities that you bring to the table. In a time when diversity is seen as a threat, when fear and xenophobia run rampant, you, along with those who come before you and those who will come after you, need to be strong on your stance that diversity of language, color, traditions, faiths. It is that diversity that makes this country strong and beautiful. It is up to you to lift up the voices that the status quo would gladly silence. In this time, it is important for you to believe in something bigger than yourself. Don't worry, I'm not about to get all preachy and churchy. While yes, believing in the power greater than yourself might to some bring up images of God, what I want to leave you off with is never lose your ability to believe in yourself and in humanity. Even when everything around you is falling into chaos, don't fall victim to cynicism and apathy. Instead, choose to believe in the goodness of people. This one will be hard. I recognize that. You cannot go a minute without being flooded with images of the atrocities humans commit against one another. But by believing in goodness and in the transformative power of love, then we can make real change in ourselves, our communities, our country, and maybe we can even leave future generations a better world. So finally, as I look out into the crowd, I can feel the sense of pride rising from your families and from your friends and from all of you. That's good. You should be proud. You did it. You have graduated. The sleepless nights as you pulled all-nighters to get in that paper or study for that exam. The crazy parties where you made lifelong friends and suffered one too many hangovers. It was all worth it. Your hard work has paid off, and it's just the beginning. In a moment, you will walk across the stage, but before you do, let's take a second to recognize the hard work and sacrifices of those that share this day with us. Let's applaud to the families, the friends, the parents, las abuelitas, a todos, for all of you. Now, don't be shy. Get up and applaud for your families. Para los padres, para que vean su sacrificio, aquí está. Sus hijos se están graduando. So if you just, I swear, just give me one more minute, I swear. The success in our lives are moments of celebration and reflection. They are not, however, moments that define who we are. This moment does not define you. Your final GPA or class rank does not define you. Now, don't get me wrong. Congratulations to all of you who worked so hard to be on the top. Your dedication and your work ethic is something to be admired, but the truth is that all of you are so much more than UC Santa Barbara graduates. You are dreamers. You are fighters. You are a generation of intellectuals who have the ability, tenacity, and courage to change broken systems and ultimately the course of this nation. Remember the lessons you have learned. Treasure the relationships you have made. Don't worry if plans don't work out exactly how you want them. Do not let obstacles deter you from following your dreams. Believe in something bigger. Believe in the best of people and in yourself. Felicidades, class of 2019. Congratulations!